Let me guess. You've got a great offer. You help people save money, grow faster, reduce risk, improve performance. All the good stuff. And when you talk about it, you lead with the result because that's what people want, right? Outcomes. But here's the problem. When you only talk about outcomes, your audience doesn't buy it. Not because it's not true, because it doesn't feel real. Think about it like this. If someone walked up to you and said, "I can help you lose 20 pounds effortlessly," your first reaction isn't excitement. It's suspicion because your brain immediately goes, "Okay, what's the catch?" That's not negativity. That's just wiring. See, the human brain is built to spot gaps in logic, and if something skips steps, skips struggle, skips reality, your brain fills in the blank with doubt. And this is where a lot of messaging falls apart. You're talking about where people want to go. Your audience is stuck thinking about what's in their way. And those are not the same conversation. Your audience is dealing with obstacles right now. Confusion, complexity, cost, risk, time, past failures. They've tried things before that just didn't work. And they've been promised results before that just didn't show up. So when you jump straight to the happy ending, it feels like you skip the part that matters most. Part they're actually living in. Let me give you a quick example. If you say, "We help businesses grow," it sounds nice and completely forgettable. But if you say, "Most businesses don't grow because their message is unclear and customers don't buy what they don't understand," well, now you've got their attention. Because you just said something they recognize. You name the problem they've been dealing with. Now when you talk about growth, it feels connected. It feels possible. And that's the shift. Outcomes tell people what they want. Obstacles tell people you understand them. And understanding is what builds trust. There's actually a reason for this. Your brain is constantly trying to make sense of the world by connecting cause and effect. If you only give it the effect, the outcome, it has nothing to anchor to. But when you show the obstacle and how it gets removed, the brain relaxes. It sees a path. It thinks, "Okay, that makes sense." And when something makes sense, it becomes believable. So if your message isn't landing, it's probably not because your outcome is wrong. It's because your story is incomplete. You skipped the whole middle part, and the middle is where trust lives. So here's a simple way to fix it. Stop leading with the finish line. Start with the friction. Talk about what's actually getting in the way. Name it clearly. Make it feel real. Then show how you remove it. Then and only then talk about result. Because when people see the path, they believe the destination. And when they believe it, they act. But if you keep skipping the part that makes it real, you're not making your message stronger. You're just making it easier to ignore. So stop selling outcomes like they happen by magic. Show people you understand the obstacle they're stuck in, because if your message doesn't reflect their reality, they won't trust your solution. And if they don't trust your solution, they're not listening. And of course, if they're not listening, you're on mute. Get the full story and the solutions you need on Substack. If the right clients aren't showing up, it's not the market, it's your message. Let's fix that. Start with a free 30-minute consultation.